It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. The NFL season is hit high. Here we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
This one quickly into the hands of Landry. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
We'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Complete to Saquon.
That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he gets it down to the 32.
Nick Boyle.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
At the Chargers, 30.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers 26. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. It's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
No gain on the play.
He shows you right there. He can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be...
And it's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Kendrick Bourne, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
Makes the score Raiders 7, Chargers nothing. Sam Martin set to kick off.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback.
5-yard line.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The ball carrier.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score. Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sammy Jones. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well, and they took the shot downfield. They were more than prepared for that one.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Raiders.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Barkley, toss play left. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So third and long.
And it brings up third down.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
The end of the first quarter with the score Raiders 7, Chargers.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run with Barkley. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
He was brought
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Quentin Diggs. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
On 2nd down, Jackson. Ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they work this out past the 25. 22 yards there, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield.
They're on 47-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Saquon Barkley with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
The kick
and this
good.
one through the uprights and good.
The score, Raiders 14, Chargers nothing.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Jackson. Left side, it's complete. Touchdown! Big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they get the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. 7 yards, the pick up there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was only able to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
6 yards, the pick up, and that's a first down.
First down, Raiders.
This is Barkley. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory.
The ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you take runs like that each and every time, don't you? He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got him.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Touchdown.
Saquon Barkley with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
Makes the score.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They're going to have to do something with him. He was so sensational last week, over 200 yards. AFC Offensive Player of the Week, what do? You hold him?
That's a good start as long as you can get away with it. Otherwise, just giving up penalties and free plays for the offense. But I think you've got to do a combination of things. Chip it his timing at the line of scrimmage.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
It's the score. Raiders 21. Chargers 14.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards, a 1st down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's out, it's loose. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. They'll throw now on the final play. Going deep here for Landry. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. His time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Chargers going to get the football first here in the second half, and they trail as we get back underway. This will make it into the end zone. He'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now, we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So, sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now, it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. They go play action now. Jackson. Popped in the air and intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll begin by running the option. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Being chased out left. He's letting it fly for Cooks. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
He was covered by Steven Nelson.
Throwing again. Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield, because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Jackson will be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll get 3 up to midfield.
Barkley, the ball carrier.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they have to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Complete to Nick Boyle.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Again, it's Barkley, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
34-yard line.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He lost the football. When that ball caught free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone to the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
18-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Jackson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
At the 30-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
Here's first down. First and 10.
Movement up front. I think they're going to get rid of the Charger lineman. So that'll back him up 5. Again, Jackson. That's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again. And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Dancing to his left. He goes Jackson from he lost the football. And the Raiders have recovered. You think about it, Charles. This is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Las Vegas.
Barkley. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Saquon Barkley, 31 yards. And a forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Raiders. And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Raiders 35. Chargers 14. Sam Martin set to kick.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback.
Yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. It's already symptomatic.
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he takes this one This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point right down the middle. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter.
Sam Martin set to kick off.
Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going, and you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. This ball complete to Rager. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3. At the
goodness, another interception. Picked up by Tavon Young. He's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll go to Barkley again, and down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
He was brought down at the 26.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
1st down, Raiders.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Now it's Barkley. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
And he's He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now left side on the swing pass. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21.
Makes the score Raiders 42.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And they take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they will take a knee here.
Today's final score, Raiders.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Las Vegas, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.